One of our wonderful subscribers from Alaska sent me a really great list of things that we should think about before our trip to Alaska. And one of them had to do with insects. He said, think of the mosquitoes in Alaska in terms of biblical hordes. Well, I've taken that serious, and I want to share with you some of the things that I've looked into and procured to make sure that we have at least some kind of a fighting chance against the biting bugs. Your first line of defense needs to be mosquito netting in your vehicle. John's going to demonstrate what comes with the Pleasureway Ascent. So the Pleasureway comes with these great mosquito doors that unclip at the top. They roll down. And the great part about them is you just have to pull on this little tab to open them up and walk into the rig. And in the back, and I remember we used these at another spot. We actually slept with all the doors open, and it was just wonderful. There are two openings, one just to get into the top part. That way you can just reach inside. If you want to, you can just open it part way so you have access to the garage. And you can roll it out and snap it closed right here. The second thing I got was akin to the Zapper. It's made by a different company. This one's called the Lucto, I think. Anyway, I did a little bit of research, and the Zapper has another set of kind of a mesh in front of this that kind of protects people from touching and getting shocked. But I guess you might want that if you had kids, but we don't, and apparently bugs get stuck in it, and you have to remove the bugs, otherwise they just continue to fry. So I got this one. It's nice and small and lightweight, and I tested it out. We don't have any bugs here. We're actually at the Bill William River National Wildlife Refuge. There aren't any bugs here, but before we left the house, I tried it on a mosquito, and wow, this thing really does zap. All you do is just hit this little yellow button on the side, and that electrifies it, and it comes with batteries. And you kind of have to touch them. So a fly, all you do is stun it, and then you'd have to remove it. But I touched it to a mosquito, and it just zapped. So this is our second line of defense for bugs that get inside the van. So the viewer that posted the comments, he goes by the name on YouTube as Propelled. I think that's what it was. And I will put I'm going to take his comment out and put it down below in the description box so you can see some of the other things he said, because it was really worthy of your seeing this in case you're going to Alaska at any time. So he also suggested that we get this product called Thermos Elf. And this is called the backpacker version. I'm not quite sure why I think they call this one the backpacker version because the fuel canister you use is a typical, like a jet oil or any kind of a, you'd use in backpacking, any kind of a stove. And this thing is supposed to last for like 90 hours. Well, the fuel will last like 90 hours. When you get the small individual ones, they don't last nearly as long. They're little butane cylinders. And so I purchased this. And the little, so you might put this outside around like a campfire or something, or maybe if you're cooking outside. And it has these little blue tabs that go inside of here. And I will open this up. So you can see the different kinds of styles that it comes in. And these are like supposed to be like individual ones, but they still have to be on a flat surface. So I just decided to go with the backpacker one. And Propelled suggests that you put this outside of the door to your RV so that it will kind of keep the mosquitoes dispersed. But the package comes with these four refills and a bag to put the unit in. And so you slip so inside of here is this little blue pad that has the insecticide on it. And you put it inside of here. This is used to push it through. So you put it in there and push it through. And it sits in there. And then you screw this on top of your fuel canister, like this. And then you turn it on, and it will produce some kind of a vapor type material to help keep the mosquitoes away. You push, this is the start button, so this will ignite it ignites the burner, and you'll be able to see the flame inside of here. I'm not going to light it right now because we still have a few months before we leave, and I don't want to waste this stuff. But he says you can buy these up in Alaska, not a problem, and these will last supposedly about 4 hours. So that is my third line of defense. Fourth thing are these Skeeter Beaters. We actually got these I think we got them early in our RVing. Luckily, we haven't had to use them very often. But for your front windows, so you can leave your windows down and get nice cross-through ventilation for areas that are too hot. Now, the weird thing about these, they're magnetic, which is good, but it's also very frustrating because they want to stick to themselves. So you got to figure out which way they go. Whoops. Stick them on like that. Too bright? And now you can have your windows down and still get some cross breeze and not have to worry about those damn skeeters. The next thing we'll take with us is something that George at A Humble Road mentioned that he uses, which is some kind of a lavender spray. Now, if you buy some kind of a fragrance type spray at Target or someplace like that, you really don't know what's in it. So I went ahead and bought essential oil and with a squirt bottle. And so I put about 10 drops in a cup of water. And what he does is he sprays down his screen like that, and that is supposed to keep the mosquitoes at bay. I don't know if it works or not, but it's certainly worth a try. And last but not least are clothing that keeps mosquitoes from biting you. I did a lot of research online and found this company called the Original Bug Shirt Elite Edition. The shirt part comes in this nice little carrying case. It's actually the pocket of the garment. And they also had pants. And so I also got the bug pants. They have two different versions. They have one that's cotton and one that's polyester. And I went with the polyester because the cotton would, in wet climates, it wouldn't be very good. And you order it pretty large because you want it to fit over the other clothing that you're wearing. Somebody online said that it was a man, and he said he actually buys the extra, extra, extra large because he likes to eat under it. So he'll bring his food up under the shirt and then eat. I don't plan to eat in my shirt, but I'm very susceptible to bites of any kind. Bugs just kind of zero in on me and they leave John alone. But I think we actually may end up getting a bug shirt for John as well. So I will put these on and show you what they look like. These are both, they're unisex sizes, and I bought the medium in the shirt as well as the pants, and they are quite large. They probably could have downsized, but if it's cold, you want to be able to leave your warmer jacket on underneath. So this is what it looks like. You just unzip this zipper. And then this thing kind of goes like that. The hood has a zipper that goes in each direction, so you can zip it down if it's not too buggy, or if you want to look at binoculars or something like that. So it's also really nice because this comes out pretty far, and if you have a baseball hat underneath here, it does a nice job of propping this open so you have a good field of view. I do like this pocket that it folds into, because I can see me putting a lot of stuff inside of that. It has a draw cord down here to cinch it tightly against your body. The sides are all mesh, and it's supposed to be loose so that the mosquito can't get close enough. And the material is dense enough that the mosquitoes can't actually bite through it. And it has also has a drawstring at the cuffs. Before I slip these on, I want to point out some of the features that they have. They have nice deep, they're not terribly deep, but they do have pockets. They have a stirrup strap here to keep it cinched down to your feet, which is nice. It has an elastic, so you kind of look like the Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz with this little ruffly thing here, but that keeps it nice, and it covers your foot. And it has the drawstring. I want to point out that I was able to get the pants into the same pocket that the self-storage bag that this jacket comes with. I was able to get both of these things back into that pocket. So those are the items that we will take with us, the one thing that I did not discuss that we will also take is some kind of bug spray, but I'm not going to go into that topic because people have very strong feelings about whether they want to use something that's DEET free or it has DEET or whatever, and that's a personal choice for everyone to make. If you have other suggestions for fighting mosquitoes, then please let me know what they are. Someone we met at our last camping trip said that they didn't have any problems with mosquitoes on their trip. I think they were just lucky, but we're going to go well prepared and be able to enjoy the outdoors without having to scratch our way through Alaska. I hope that's helped. Thanks for watching. You're not. You can go all the way through that one. This one's really deep.
She's a mole person.
Yeah, I'm a Morlock. No, yeah,
Morlock
from the Time Machine.